Hello guys, welcome back to another draft analysis of Ace. Right now into day 3 of the ESL Hamburg, and happening now is Keen Gaming versus SG Esports. These two teams are probably considered the two underdogs of the competition. Keen Gaming has came through the brutal Chinese qualifiers, upsetting the likes of LGD as well as IG to be here. And SG Esports has been one of the top teams in the South American scene right now. Okay, so moving into the draft analysis, SG Sports, they have the first pick. They ban Leech Night Stalker, nothing unusual about it. And Keen Gaming ban Nyx Vano. Also pretty straightforward. SG on the other hand, they first picked the Earthshaker. Probably on the position 4 row right now, especially with this Bat Rider being picked up. So just a very comfortable position. It's a bit less picked now, I would say, among the other position 4 heroes, but SG Esports still favor it, I guess. Keen Gaming, they respond with the Clockwork as well as the Nature's Prophet. Clockwork is known to be one of the best Earthshaker counters in terms of the position versus position 4 role. It's very good in the laning phase. If you can follow the Earthshaker, you can just Battery Assault and Cox him in, and it's probably a kill there. Also in the team fights in the mid game, you can just hook shot him and close him down. If the Earthshaker doesn't have a 4-star, he's probably going to die. It's just a very good control against a hero like Earthshaker, which his cast animation of his spells are pretty long, with the exception of Echo Slam. And if I'm not wrong, Keen Gaming's position 4 support, his Clockwork is one of the best. It's one of his best hero. So yeah, it's pretty makes a lot of sense here to pick it up against the Earthshaker. The Nature's Prophet, it's a very how should I put it? It's an offlane that some teams really prioritize and some teams just ignore it. It's really strong in my opinion. It has the potential of pressuring your lane, yet at the same time able to gank the other lanes at the same with your teleport. So you create some sort of global potential. And Keen Gaming is a team that really like to go for the Faceless Void AA combo. So with this Nature's Prophet, they definitely can go for it in their second phase with the FE plus AA combo. First of all, they got the global with AA ulti on top of Nature's Prophet teleport, and the initiation from Faceless Void is very good when paired up with Nature's Prophet ultimate as well. Okay, so moving on, SG they went for the Bat Rider on the offlane as I mentioned earlier. Keen Gaming banned away Arc Warden as well as Winter Wyvern, and SG Sports banned Ember as well as DP. So SG Sports, they decide to target ban the mid hero of Keen Gaming. The Death Prophet is one of the Chinese special in terms of the mid lane, and Ember Spirit has been seeing a lot of second phase ban in the current meta. Like I think we see a lot, especially against Secret, where mid one is one of the best Ember player out there. Keen Gaming, they ban the Arc Warden probably because SG Sports do play it once in a while. It's one of their niche pick, I would say. Keen Gaming, they go for Vengeful Spirit. I would say this is going to be a position 1 Vengeful. It's decent against Bat Rider in the lane. Not the best though. Oh, it could be a position 5 Vengeful Spirit because of the swap spell against Bat Rider's Lasso. Like, Vengeful was known to be one of the most old school counter to Bat Rider in terms of his initiation. So when Bat Rider initiates on anybody, you just have to swap the target and you break the lasso instantly. So yeah, I think this is going to be a position 5 Vengeful actually. SG, they go back for their Jakiro. They are one of the few teams that really favor this hero. They do play it on a core role once in a while, but I believe this is going to be a position 5. Keen Gaming, yeah, they go for position 1 Lifestealer. Lifestealer is much better against Bat Rider in the lane. When you're laning up against a Bat Rider, you always want to pick something like a Weaver, Lifestealer, something that really lanes very well. If not, you can get bullied very easily. Especially in this meta where lane matchups are really important, you definitely don't want your carry to be countered by just a Bat Rider. You don't want to force your supports to be staying there and then end up your carry is unable to farm. So this Lifestealer pick is pretty much the answer to this Bat Rider, and it's very strong because you can infest gang with Nature's Prophet and as well as in the Clockwork hook shot as well.
Radiant team ban.
So SG Esports, they go back for the CK. Lifestealer is terrible against illusion based hero. One of the best counters to Lifestealer would be Terrorblade, but CK pretty much works the same way. So when you have like 4 to 5 illusions bashing down on the Lifestealer, it's very hard for Lifestealer to fight. That's one of his greatest weakness. He's very good at bursting down on single target, especially with the likes of Vengeful Spirit with his aura as well as his minus armor. And currently the lineup of Kin Gaming, they can't really deal with the illusions of Chaos Knight very well. Unless Nature's Prophet gets Maelstrom or Clockwork is mostly single target, Vengeful is also single target. So currently the King Gaming needs to take note of their last pick. Their last pick needs to be able to deal with this CK, I feel. Their mid hero. King Gaming, they ban the Puck. A hero that SG Esports is really comfortable with for their mid laner. So it's just a very targeted ban.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Currently in this lineup, I would say King's Gaming supports actually counters the lineup of SG Esports better, but the core wise, the SG Esports counters King Gaming. Clockwork and Vengeful is very good against Earthshaker and Batrider respectively, and then on the other hand, CK for SG Esports is very good against Lifestealer. So this last pick is going to see which way the draft tilts towards. SG Esports, they ban the Medusa. As I mentioned, they're gonna need a mid that can actually do well against the CK illusions, and Medusa's ultimate, the Stone Gaze, he actually destroys illusions instantly. So that's why SG Esports decide to ban it.
5 seconds remaining.
Okay, for this last pick, I wouldn't mind seeing a Razor from SG Esports. It's a very strong laner in the mid lane. It's very good against Lifestealer. Instead, they go for this Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain is usually good when you have limited lockdown on your opponent's side and you require burst. He has a Sonic Wave that goes through Lifestealer's reach, so that's a very good way to burst down Lifestealer. Also, the only lockdown currently King Gaming have is Hookshot as well as Vengeful Stun. So yeah, it looks like a pretty decent Queen of Pain game. And the side of SG Esports, they don't lack lockdown at all. They got CK Stun, Ice Path, Batrider, Lasso as well as Earthshaker. So their whole lineup is full of lockdowns, and Queen of Pain can provide the burst damage that they require. This last pick is really quite good from SG Esports, I would say. So this last pick by Kin Gaming, what can they pick here? They could decide to go for a different vehicle for the Lifestealer, but I don't think they need it now because they already got Clockwork as well as Nature's Prophet. I think their main concern now is to answer this Chaos Knight. They don't have an answer for it. I'm trying to think of a mid hero that does well against CK. Nothing is coming to my mind right now though. They go for the Lina. Lina is a decent laner against Queen of Pain. It has AoE that can push out waves as well as do well against a CK. It doesn't really do well against CK, but if you can stun you can cast all your AoE spells on the illusions, you can bring it pretty low enough for the Lifestealer to finish it off. I think it's not the optimal pick, but it's probably the best they can get at this at the point of the draft. Okay, so King Gaming, as I mentioned, their supports actually counter their laning is actually much stronger than SG Esports in terms of Lifestealer countering Batrider. Lina, I think, is favored towards Queen of Pain, and Nature's Prophet can do decently well against CK. And in worst case, he can always just go back to the jungle. So the laning of King Gaming is actually rather strong, and it's going to rely a lot on this Earthshaker to see if he can help to secure kills on this Lina with his rotations. Queen of Pain can definitely kill Lina with like a very well placed Fissure by Earthshaker. a lot of the early game is going to be down to these two position 4 on the Clockwork versus the Earthshaker roaming, how they rotate around. And if SG Esports can come out on top from the laning phase, I think they're going to have a very good chance going into the mid-late game. Their lineup, because their cores counter the side of Keen Gaming, so I would say they are favored going to the mid-late game. But if Keen Gaming can come out of the laning phase ahead, the Lifestealer is something that can definitely snowball and be very strong in the mid game as well. So if Keen Gaming is going to win, it's going to be on the back of a good laning phase and getting a good mid game as well. But if SG can come out of the laning phase fine, then they should be favored going into the late game. Yeah, that's all I have for this draft analysis. I hope you guys like it, and if you do, please like and subscribe the video. As in, like the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.